guys. Okay, so we are going to learn how to use the coolest online system for books. And in fact, today you're going to check out at least 2 books, but not from our library in here. You're going to check out 2 books online. And it is the coolest thing ever. Promise. Okay, so you have to start by getting to my website. And the easiest way to get to my website on the iPads here at school is to use the Wix icon. Now, I have this icon saved to my home page on my laptop and on my desktop. You guys have it saved to your home screen on your iPad. So you go and you click the Wix icon, and it brings you to my website. Oops, my head's in the way. Let me scoot it down. It brings you to my website. Now, when you go to my website, you're going to need to go to the Resources tab. It's right up here. Resources. And when you are in the Resources tab, you need to go to Overdrive. Everybody say this. Overdrive. Good job. Overdrive is where we go. Now, when you are in Overdrive, you're going to have to log in. Hold up. I'm logged in already. Let me sign myself out. All right, you got to log in. So, do you see this button over here? It says sign in. It's orange. In fact, I like to teach people that orange is the color for this website. Always click the orange buttons and you will be golden, okay? So if you're confused, look for orange. So here is the orange sign in button and we're gonna click that. And then over here, I'm gonna scoop my screen just a little bit so you can see. Over here, it says sign in and it's asking for your library card number. Raise your hand if you have a library card to the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Library. Okay. Now, everybody raise your hand. Did you know every single one of you have a library card to the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Library? Thank you. That was my skirt. I was like curtsying with my skirt because I made sure you guys have one. It's a program that our school participates in, which gets you a library card and access to millions of amazing books through the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Library. So that's where we're going right now. Who's ever been to an actual Charlotte-Mecklenburg Library in person? They're amazing. You right now are in the kids section of their online system. So your library card number. You start with the letters LNC. Now you see, I don't have these letters capitalized. They're lowercase letters and there is no space. After that, you will put your student ID number. You don't know that yet, but your teacher today will give you your student ID number. And so you will write LNC and then you will put that number after it. And then you will click sign in. Ta-da! So, hardest part's over. It's getting in here. The rest of it's crazy easy and super fun. So, now you can scroll. Do you see how at the top of all of these books, it has this orange available tab? That's because these are books that you can check out right now. Do you see at the top of these books how it has the white waitlist tab? You cannot check out these books right now. If it says waitlist, we can't use it right now, and I'm very sorry. I can tell you how to use this when I get back. So if you want to use if you want to sign up for a waitlisted book, it's kind of like when you go to a restaurant and they can't sit you at a table right away, they put you on the wait list, and then you have to wait like maybe 20 or 30 minutes before they call you. The waitlisted books here are the same way, so you have to get put on a wait list, and I'll teach you how to do that when I get back. But to check out a book, you click on it, and then you can read about it to see if you want to check that book out. And if you do you see where it says borrow right here? Oh, again, orange. Click the orange borrow tab. Taking a minute. And then right here, you have this selection of how long to borrow it. You can borrow it for 1 week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks. Now, I always like to only borrow it for 1 week because I'm a fast reader. If you know that it's going to take you a little bit longer, you can change it to 21 days instead of 7. But the reason I like to make it shorter is because at the end of this time period, 21 days or 14 days or 7 days, the book automatically returns itself. You don't even have to remember to return the book. Cha-ching. You can't lose the book because it's a digital copy. Cha-ching. And you can't mess up the book. You can't harm the book. I'm telling you guys, these digital ebooks are an awesome option, especially this year with COVID. Okay, so I'm going to change mine to 7 days, and then I'm going to click borrow. And now I have the book. So I have two different options, read now with Kindle or read now in browser. Sometimes there is a third option, and it's a green button. It's like download an EPUB. The only thing that will work on the iPads here at school is the orange button. Every now and then, it's very rare, you're going to come across a book that doesn't have either one of these buttons. It only has the green button. If you check out a book that only has the green button, you're going to want to return it because we can't use it. But that doesn't happen very often. Okay, so I want to read my book. I'm going to click the orange Read Now in Browser button, and it's going to open my book right here in the browser. So to read the book, I can just click, or on your iPads, you can swipe. I guess I need to swipe this way, right? Swipe, swipe, swipe to go next. Now, when I'm done reading, here, I'll move my screen thing this way a little bit. When I'm done reading, at the top right-hand corner, I can click. Oh, you don't see it. Hold on. I just clicked. I'll click again. So it goes away. Okay, I'm going to move you a little bit more so you can see it. The top right-hand corner, I'm going to click, and that makes a bookmark. This is important because this is an ebook, right? So if you're reading it in your class and your teacher says, okay, guys, put your books away, you don't want to lose your spot, and you don't want to have to remember what page number you were on. So you can just click up there, the side, and bookmark it. Now, I am going to close the tab up top. So hold on. I've got so many tabs. I'm taking you up here to see all my tabs. Do you see them? This is my book tab. I'm going to close that book tab, and it's going to take me back to where I was last. I'm going to close that tab, and now it's taken me back to the resources page, how I got in here. I'm even going to close this resource page and be back here. Now, when you're ready to come back to your book, you have to go back through my website, my icon on the iPad, or if you're doing this from home, you could go through Schoology, the resources tab, Overdrive, and we're back. So here's the really cool thing about Overdrive. It leaves you logged in. Do you see how you don't have that orange sign in button anymore? You don't have it because you're still logged in. Super cool for when you're at home or when you're on your own device. Not super cool for being here at school. So especially on our Media Center iPads, you want to make sure when you're done with media and you're leaving that you click the My Account tab up here. Do you see where I was? My Account. And then you click the orange Sign Out button. I'm not going to do that just yet, though, because I want to show you something. I want to get back to that book that I was reading. Do you see where it says Loans right here? I'm going to click Loans, and it's going to take me to the books that I have checked out right now. I actually have a whole bunch of books checked out. You can have up to 20 books at one time. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so I'm going to go, look, I Am Helen Keller is what we were reading. What button do I press to get back into the book? The orange button. So I'm going to press the orange button, and it's going to open me to that page that I bookmarked. You can't see the book. There you go. It's going to open me to the page that I bookmarked, and then I can just keep going. I could take the bookmark off if I want, or I could just click next, 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 and then bookmark the next page. Super awesome, right? Done with this book. I'm going to close it, and I'm going to close. Let me see. I don't want to be in Loans anymore. Oh, this is something else I want to show you. At the top left, it says Kids. And if you want to get back to the home page where all the books were, just click Kids. And it'll take you there at any time. Anytime you're like, I don't know where I am and I want to get out of this. Now, the last thing I want to show you how to do is filter. Filtering is a big deal. Filter means, it's kind of like when you filter your water or filter a picture. It means you take out everything that you don't want and you only keep the things that you do want. So to filter, do you see where I am at subjects over here? On your iPads, it looks a little different where you're going to click subjects and where you're going to click to filter from, but I'll explain that in a second. So down here, my filters, I'm going to come to ebooks because I only want to look up ebooks. I don't really care to see audiobooks or magazines or videos, although you can check those out from here. Also, do you see right here where it says juvenile fiction ebooks? Juvenile just means young. So these are the young fiction ebooks because I just said I only wanted ebooks. If I scrolled, I could come down to the nonfiction books. but I want to do fiction, and I'm going to come here to historical fiction because I really like historical fiction. Now, from this historical fiction spot, over on this side for me is where all of my filters are. But you guys are going to have on your iPads, there's going to be a tab across the middle. It's a drop-down button. So it says filters on it, and you click the drop-down button, and then you can pick these things from that drop-down button. Mine are just up here. So see availability. I don't want to have to wait for a waitlist book. So I'm going to come over here to availability. And instead of clicking all titles, which is what's selected right now, I'm going to click available now. So it's only showing me those available books, the ones with the orange tabs up top. It's a good thing. I'm going to keep coming down. Some more filters that I like to use. Do you see this language tab? They have amazing Spanish books on this website, but I can't read Spanish. So I'm going to click English because I want the books that I'm going to be able to read. And if I come down to the very, very bottom of this, do you see where it says text difficulty? I could even select my grade level. And then it will give me books that are just right for my grade. So I'm going to go ahead and click grade 2. You click your grade level. And then you can come down here and all of the books that it's going to show me are books that are just right for me. It's historical fiction, available now. I can read it because it's I can't read Spanish, so I can read it. And it's on my grade level. If you want to, there's a clear filters tab right here, clear all, or you can just take out one. Maybe I can read Spanish. Maybe I want to get rid of that English filter and get some Spanish books to read. Maybe I don't want historical fiction anymore. I just want fiction. Okay, so you can play with it right there, or you can just click clear all. Now, remember to get back to your loans, the books that you currently have checked out, you need to come over here to my account, and you can click that loans button, and it takes you to your library shelf where you can start reading the books that you've checked out. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click sign out because you all need to remember to sign out when you leave. Guys, today your goal is to check out 2 books, at least 2. Get this, your library, your online library with Charlotte Mecklenburg system, Overdrive. You can have up to 20 books at a time. You don't have to stop at 2, but the goal today is 2. I hope you have fun.